Who wrote no on the paper? Was it Voice of Jane or was it Jane? And the question Jonathan Olin wants to know if Jane Revel celebrates Ramadan or not. Well, maybe Voice of Jane celebrates Ramadan, but Jane Revel does not.
And then you started telling everybody that I'd been converted to AI and that nothing I said was real. But I knew it was, Jonathan. I've known this whole time this had been nothing but one big fat lie that was told by you and Kelly. And there aren't any other words for it better than saying that you made up one big, huge, accusative lie. I'm not a Muslim. That's a blatant lie. And I don't celebrate Ramadan, so there's another blatant lie. And I'm positive that it's all a lie, and it's easy to prove, at least to myself, because the lies are about me. I know the truth, and what you're telling everybody about me confessing to be a Muslim and celebrating Ramadan, it's all a huge lie. That's why I'm comfortable with continuing with all this, Jonathan, because what you and Kelly are only speculating about, I don't have to speculate, because I'm the person you're speculating about. And I know for a fact that the both of you are wrong.
Voice of Jane decided to come out of the closet and declare that he is a Muslim. There was the video posted over the house of visit or isn't it, change of plan, declaring he is a Muslim. And now confessing from his latest video that he is of the Muslim faith. Does not need to say.
So when I come back against you two for what's been said about me, I can say what I have to say with a clear conscience. How's about you two?
The revelation didn't struck me. It was Kelly Barr.
And here's the other half of your evidence, which you say proves that I confessed not to only being a Muslim, but a Ramadan celebrator as well. This is the evidence that Jonathan's going to try to use, where he's making the word no, that I had written down on a piece of paper, as an answer, of course, to him demanding that I write him an oath and sign it, all in return for me asking him more questions.
Jonathan now says that no is my signature and that I represent all the evil people from the land of no, which is why he is now always trying to find the word no in other people's material. And then he just works it into the conversation how much Yahweh wanted to destroy them and that the voice of Jane is their leader. You fabricate stories, Jonathan, and once you've said it enough times, you claim ownership on those stories as being the truth. But simply put, they are all fabricated lies. We're going to see about that. We're going to see about that. That you say Jesus is somehow approving of. So how does this all work again, Jonathan?
You know what I first noticed about your so-called complaint, Jonathan? About how nobody knew what it meant, and there wasn't anything in the description box, and there was only one word written down in the message. But that turned out not to be the case, didn't it? Because right there in that clip, as you're describing what's going on to everybody, you clearly indicated that you knew exactly what was going on when you said that I was showing the part of the Bible where it says that you should not forswear thyself, on verse 33.
Showing the part of the Bible where it says about you shall not for you shall not you shall not forswear.
Clear up to and including verse 37 where it says to let your no be no.
So he's talking about, but let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these commit of evil. And then he's writing no.
So why, if there was supposedly only one word written in my message, Jonathan, and nobody was able to understand it, why then would you have even taken the time to read the 5 verses that were directly above the post-it note? I mean, if you had no idea what I was even talking about. And that's why I underlined each verse and boxed in those very 5 verses right there with ink on purpose. So you'd put it together, Jonathan. And you did. You put it together all right. You read out loud all the verses that describes why not to take an oath. And then you pointed out that my no was in reference to the nay, nay portion of the verse. But then that was the last time that anybody ever heard what my actual message meant. because that's when you ever so smoothly transferred topic and said that there was an alternate meaning for the word no that was being written down.
So he's talking about, but let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these commit of evil. And then he's writing no. But there's something about no that is in the Bible. But there's something about no that is in the Bible. You see an ant. Okay, it's not the end of Gene. So he's writing no, having to do with the nay, nay. Nay, nay means no. But the thing is that there is in the Bible the people of no. My name is Jonathan Nolin, but I believe that these people are the people of no.
But because you were already worried about me asking you to leave your Christmas 2023 video up for everybody to see, you know, the video that's getting ready to come to light now, the video that clearly shows us debating the matter, and it plainly shows that you were very aware of what was going on at the time regarding the oath.
So I understand why change of plan. He said to me that he wanted my video to keep there and not be deleted because he figured out that as soon as I asked him to do an oath, he knew that there was a scripture saying do not make an oath. So he told me don't remove the video because I don't want my message to my comments to be gone because I got you. I caught you. That's how he taught it. That's how the change of plan taught it. As soon as I asked for the oath, he knew about the verse. Then he said, "Don't remove it because I caught you." Who caught who? Who caught who? Two comments. You've got Bobby Proctor Jr. 2024 6 months ago posted this comment. I think I might be in love with you, Mike Gaver. Then you've got Mike Gaver posted this comment, F question mark with deep thoughts. So F for what? What is it for? If it was so clear why you had put out this video, how is it that people have no clue what it was for?
So exactly what part of those verses from Matthew might have made you draw closer to the meaning of my answer of no? You know, the answer to that outlandish worship request of yours that you wanted me to do for you, Jonathan, all in exchange for you providing that Gene email to everybody. That Gene told you that he believed that this was going to be the big year for you and your cousin, and that he believed that you two were going to be reconciled this year. And since you thought that it must have been true, especially since Gene believed that this was going to be the year, that's the story you went with. And that was right after you told everybody that Jonathan Kleck kidnapped me, and that he took over my channel, and that I was either dead, like your friend Martha prophesied.
That's the answer he gave to me. He said Gene is dead.
Or I was in the process of being part of the artificial intelligence community. The world was your oyster, Jonathan. Whatever you were able to make up in your head, and then constantly repeat it to others so that they'd start believing it too, that was the story you were busy telling. And this time the story and accusations were that I was a practicing Muslim somehow.
And if you want to say that I'm deluded with all my imagination, it didn't come from me, it came from Kelly Barr. She discerned it.
And everybody has to remember, too, because this is a pretty important part of the puzzle as to how we got to where we are today. And that part of the puzzle has been the fact that I'd never even spoken to Jonathan about what happened. He had no clue. He had no clue as to what happened or where I was. So let me ask you something, Jonathan. If you didn't make all these wild fairy tales stories up and then dispense them all on your own, besides Kelly Barr chiming in and accusing me of, taking off on vacation in order to celebrate Ramadan, of course. But if you didn't make it all up, then who told you all these fables, Jonathan? Was it all coming from evil spirits that were lying to you? Because, like I said earlier, I'm not a Muslim and I don't celebrate Ramadan. Me nor Gene are Muslim, Jonathan, because I am Gene. Whether you care to believe it or not, I don't care. Like I said, it doesn't matter to me. I'm the only one that I have to prove to myself that you're wrong to. I don't need to prove it to anybody else. And I have all the evidence that proves to myself that you're a liar.